At it again with another delivery. We have arrived here. We're a little bit early for our Zifty delivery. Zifty is a catering app, so just want to welcome all of you here. If you are watching on replay, make sure you hit that subscribe right away so that way you'll be notified for when we go live in the future. I am planning on going live again later tonight for the supper delivery shift as well. This is a pickup from a local, I think it's local at least, restaurant called Crisp and Green. Their health food sort of thing. And Shane, yeah, vote tomorrow. A lot of places early voting's closed, so you can't do that. But yeah, I'm planning on doing that. I'll do. Not gonna live stream my voting, but we will do that. So yeah, we're just hanging out here and waiting for our order to go. So I figured instead of just sitting and doing nothing, I'll go live a couple minutes before I had planned here. And we're hanging out. I actually just checked the doors because I always like to go into these places a little bit early. I saw, first of all, that there were a bunch of bags and stuff. There's somebody else trying to go in, and the doors were locked. So there is somebody else who's trying to go in, and I don't know if they're also a delivery driver. They are in the pickup spot as well. So anyway, we're in the pickup spot. We're ready to go. I don't know when they officially open. They may not even open officially till 11, but we're supposed to pick up by 10:50, or pick up at 10:50. I know what you're saying, Shane. We want lower gas prices and we want no tax on tips. More money back in the pockets. So yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of hang out with you. I'm gonna keep an eye on the restaurant since there's other people here, and as soon as things open up, obviously we're not expecting to get in early anyway. At some point I'll have to go run in and get it, but we're just hanging out here. And I'll show you guys this is what my screen looks like right now. All right, I know it's a little bright, but we're at the destination. We're already here, Crisp and Green. I believe it was like a $540 cost of the order. My pay here is like $44.31. So this is the best paying catering offer that I've had on a catering app. I've had better paying catering offers. Good morning to everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us here. We're waiting to pick up our catering order. This is Zifty. Some of you may not be familiar with Zifty. They're a relatively new catering app. It goes along the same lines as Delivered and Deliver That. They do get some. You can order direct through them, and they also do get easy cater orders that filter through their system. And so we're just waiting here at the pickup. But if you got any questions about doing any deliveries on these catering apps, I'm currently unlocked on Deliver That and Zifty, and I am waitlisted on Delivered. So that's kind of my current setup. But we have this catering order here today. And so we're just kind of waiting. Our official pickup time is 10:50. The restaurant is closed, but want to thank everybody for hanging out with us. Please hit that like and that subscribe. We're on our pathway. We didn't quite hit our goal last night, but we wanted to get to 777 subscribers. So we figure that's a nice, perfect, awesome number. So if you want to hit that. But if you've got any questions, please introduce yourself. Love to kind of know if you have any questions regarding anything along the lines of delivering on catering, as well as any other apps. A couple other things I'm going to be doing after this delivery. We will stay live for this whole delivery, and then I got to go home. I've got to do some shipping. I've got some sales on eBay from over the weekend that I've got to ship out. I got to do some office work and paperwork at home, and then pick up everybody from school, drop them off, and then we're going to go fully live to... Hold on one second. Then we'll go live again tonight for supper deliveries. So I just kind of did like a nothing morning after I dropped everybody off at school, and I turned on Uber Eats and Grubhub just for fun. I ended up catching one breakfast order that was like $11 for 5 miles, but I mainly just kind of vegged out. Most of you guys know that I was streaming a ton this weekend, So I wanted to have at least a little bit of a mental break from streaming, delivering. Just kind of got caught up on some podcast stuff. Kaylee, good morning. How's it going? So, yeah, so it's just kind of been a pretty chill, relaxing morning. I am sipping on apple cider today for my cold drink. And of course, I have my beef broth that I've been sipping on. So, feeling good though. Feeling good, just like waking up earlier and different things. Yeah, the viewer count's been kind of all over the place. It's been up like 12, as high as like 25. So it kind of goes. We got lots of people scrolling through looking for somebody interesting. I don't know if I'm the interesting person that the scrolling people are looking for, but we're here. We're gonna have some fun. So yeah. So I have like $11 in my pocket. Let me see. That final tip finally probably came through. I didn't even stream it. Yeah, it's just $11, like a quick little breakfast delivery of a couple orders of pancakes from a local breakfast place. It does look like people are going to go in. So what I'm going to do here in just a minute or two is I'm going to just go check on things and see how things are going. So I'm still kind of getting used to the whole Zifty protocol and exactly what I'm supposed to do. But, I mean, we're here. And so it actually says this. I'll show this on the bottom of the screen too. I don't know, it might be washed out. Hold on, let me bring this down here so you guys can see this. Can you see that there? Anyway, it says cannot arrive before 10:45. So I cannot officially mark myself as arrived here at the restaurant. I like still kind of learning. So the person who parked next to me for her takeout, she already has it. But practically speaking, I can't mark myself as arrived, which means I don't even get the customer name here. And I'm fairly certain there's another order, another catering order being picked up from here. It might even be going to the same place. It might be a split order or something. Because I saw one that I thought was exactly the same yesterday that I missed, but it was a smaller order. So I'm actually quite glad that I got this one. And so, yeah, this is a $44.31 order. So I'm not trying to pound out a ton of orders today or anything like that. It's just kind of I needed like a little bit of a break of a morning, and yeah, just kind of spent a little time just doing some resting, relaxing, chilling, and different things. So in 4 minutes, I'm just going to mark myself as arrived, and then we'll head on inside. I'm not going to bring you guys inside because I think that's just going to be a little more work than what it's worth. I don't even really know what the internet is here at this place. So, but yeah, we're going to go do this, and this drop-off's going to take us kind of right downtown, and I'll just see at that point if I want to turn on a couple lunch orders or not. I know I need probably about 2 hours at home working on the eBay, working on the other stuff. We do have sales. We actually had more sales on Amazon last night after we went off stream. We've already had an Amazon sale today. It's not anything crazy, but I think we've had sales on Amazon now for 10 days straight. So I'm probably going to do some Amazon sourcing tomorrow. That's probably the most likely scenario, that I will go out tomorrow and do some sourcing for Amazon. And so we'll see how that works out. And maybe I'll go live, do a live sourcing stream at a Walmart or something like that tomorrow if we get the chance. And just kind of show you, those of you who are interested in doing some retail arbitrage, how to do that. We will be live tonight as well for supper deliveries. So we're still just kind of looking at our two main goals: subscriber goal 777, looking for 3 subscribers, and Patreon goal of 5 paid patrons. So patreon.com/aside-hustle. That's what we got going. Otherwise, we're just waiting. We gotta wait like 2 more minutes. So I think it'd be really weird to go in and say I'm here for a catering order, and they'll be like, "Who is it for?" And I'm like, I don't know, because I can't mark it as arrived or anything yet. So we'll just wait. We'll be patient. It's all good. So for those of you who are out, are you guys out delivering this morning? Has it been a good Monday for you? I did not even turn DoorDash on. I thought about it. I wanted to. And then I realized, like, no, I really don't want to. It's too scary. The odds of me getting a bad order, it's a 50-50 chance. And 50-50 chances aren't good for 70% acceptance rates. So I was like, you know what? I'll just throw on Uber Eats because if I get nothing good, that's fine. I'll just relax and chill. And if I get something good, then I'll take it. And I got one thing good, took it, got it delivered. And it was all really nice and good. So, all right, 1 minute. 1 minute. Cannot arrive before 10:45. You're not allowed. Don't arrive early. I get why. Because the restaurant's saying, like, look, there's no point in you arriving early because we're not going to have it done on time. But I'm looking forward to hit this button here. You have no clue. I mean, obviously you know the restaurant, but you don't know exactly what the breakdown of the order is going to be or anything like that. So, hope everybody's doing well. All right, Mark has arrived. I'm arrived. All right, now I got everything. All right, so it's a lot of individualized orders here. There's a bunch of wraps. There's a bunch of bowls. So they have like grain bowls, like quinoa type of bowl type of stuff here. Sounds good. Go work hard. Work hard, work well. Yeah, so there's a bunch of grain bowls, salads, and wraps, and then some chips, and then Diet Cokes and Coke Zeros. So it is going to some sort of medical facility. So it says it's supposed to be ready at 10:50. We're going to see if it's ready early. I'm going to go check that out. I should have actually looked for this before, but here we go. We got sign. I think we found sign this morning when we were cleaning out the car for school. So we got the sign. I'll be back shortly. See if this order is ready. All right, they are right on time. They're just finishing everything. I got the cans of Coke, Diet Coke and Coke Zero. They're making one last wrap. This is like a large quantity of food. All right, well, I don't know if you guys heard, but we deliver that order come through as we were picking that up. And of course, when that happens, you're gonna miss it, because if you're not on Deliver That app, you're toast. It's gone before you see it. We are all picked up. We have verified, so it's a little different. There's no signature. You are in charge of verifying that each item that's supposed to be in the order is there. And at least both times I've done the pickup, they have been ready to go. Good morning, Jaeger. How's it going? Yeah, we got this. So this is a $44 order. Instacart starting to pick up. I'm going to be pushing into Instacart more, Kaylee, so I'm hoping that reflects here as well, especially going into Thanksgiving and then Christmas. So I just needed a little break today. Little break this morning, and being here, I mean, I could have tried to get like a super quick Costco order or something, a Costco drop, but with these new apps, anytime I'm learning a new app, I just like to give myself lots of margin. I'd just rather get there early and wait for 15 minutes than get there late and wait. So whatever that Deliver That order was, it must have been good, because it didn't get sent back out. And who knows, I don't even know if I could have completed it or not, because if you don't see, you don't even know what time. It says our arrival should be 11:20. So we're talking, what, 25 minutes or so? 25-minute drive. It is going to the second floor, so we'll have to kind of see exactly what that looks like when we get there. It's a combination. There's like, some people got wraps, and some people got like salads and bowls. I'm going to tell you, if you ordered a wrap, you got robbed, because the people who ordered salad and bowl got like huge amounts of food. I'll try to show you one right when we get there. I mean, they're just gigantic. The wraps are like your normal wrap size. They look like they're smaller than a burrito from Chipotle. That's what the wraps are. The bowls are like if you brought a giant salad bowl to a salad bar and filled it with whatever you wanted, and there's like a bunch of different flavors. They're not like boring salads. There's like a buffalo blue cheese bowl. There's a teriyaki chicken bowl, and just all these sorts of things. Crazy amount of food. So note to future self, if I ever order from this place, order a bowl, not a wrap. And then just ask for the wrap on the side. That's what they say you're supposed to do at Chipotle too, I think. They say if you want to make you can get two burritos out of one bowl at Chipotle, and it's basically the same price. That's what I've heard. That's the Chipotle hack of the day. So we've got, just a nice 20-minute drive. So just kind of hang out with you guys as we do this. And then, like most catering orders, we have to take it in, find out what form of setup that they want us to do, and do setup, take the picture, and then we're done. So I'm hoping setup will be like 10 minutes or less, but either way, we're talking $44 for under an hour's worth of work. I'm not gonna say it's not work, but it's not crazy amounts of work compared to, say, doing an Instacart shopping order at Costco and carrying cases of water. And honestly, your mileage is not too bad. I mean, I had the mileage to get here, but you could either work your way there using other apps or just go at your own pace. It's just a 15-mile drive. So you're still technically $3 a mile on this. And even if you want to double it, you're still over $1.50 a mile if you want to double for the drive there. But the drop-off zone is a perfect drop-off zone for future orders if I want to take them. Wants me to go on the interstate. I don't like going on the interstate, especially when I have a lot of food in the car. I'll just take the 2 or 3 minute delay. It might take 2 or 3 minutes longer to take the main roads, but I'm fine with that. This drop-off is like not far from the mall and a bunch of other downtown places. And stores as well. So hope everybody is doing well today. So we have our order is picked up. It's done. I would say about 10:55. They're about 5 or 6 minutes behind, but that's not too bad. It's kind of like just a crunchy, healthy place. I'm sure you can still find unhealthy food there if you really hunt for it, but and maybe the salads and the bowls, maybe that's just going to be stuff that's not for an individual person. Maybe that's just going to go out for everybody, but maybe everybody got a wrap and then you just have a salad and bowl on the side, like just dish out for me. Because they did give me serving utensils, which seems a little weird, but I guess that would make sense if the salads are for a group and people just take what they want. Either way, kudos to a medical place ordering healthy food. Because a lot of times these medical places, you deliver like unhealthy food and you're like, this seems like counterintuitive. It was a little weird this morning. It might have, for some of you, you might have noticed it yesterday, but I wasn't up early yesterday, but I was up. I woke up in early 5 o'clock range and was going fully by 6, and I was outside by like 6:20 this morning, and like it was light out. It's very weird having it be light out at 6:20, 6:30 in the morning, because it's just been dark. Like the last couple weeks, we've been going out in the morning, and it was just pitch black. Like you could see all the stars. It looked like midnight. So just a huge difference in our daylight mix. And I gotta admit, as much as I'm not a fan of leaving daylight savings time, it is kind of nice for those people who are regularly up at 6 a.m. to have some knowledge that daylight is actually coming, because it was really dark for the last 2 weeks especially. It's just like going out and it's just night. It's like it's nighttime. So that was a nice little change of pace. The other thing that we noticed this morning is when we got to school, there were so many more cars at school, even though we got to school the same time we always do. It was like everybody, because the sun was up, everybody like woke up and was going earlier today. It was kind of an interesting phenomenon. Yeah, the contacts, I got to take a break from the contacts. I would say at least 1 day a week. 1 day a week I have to go, like my eyes just need a break from them. So, and usually Mondays are not my normal going out and delivering day anyway, so it's like, it seems like a reasonable day to take off. I'm still a little tired. I think it's not really tired, I think I'm just lacking nutrients. But, because I'm just going, I had a little orange juice and then apple cider, so I haven't had smoothie. So I've had minimal substance today. But my head is feeling clear. Jaeger, no, the contacts. Kaylee, I'm not going to comment on that. But the contacts, no, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but my eyes just seem, after about 5 days in a row, and like full days in a row, not just talking for a couple hours, 5 days in a row, my eyes just get tired. I just want a break from wearing them. So I figured it's good, give my eyes some oxygen, let them breathe. There's no medical science behind that. That's just my gut feeling about it. So it's not really eye strain, it's just more eye comfortability. And especially because it's like a lot of days it's contacts are in at 6 a.m. They don't come out till 10 or 11 p.m. And then they may only be out for 6-7 hours while I sleep and then back in the next morning. So that repeated over a lot of days. Wouldn't call it strain, just like tiredness, or just want a break from them. It really wants me to go on the interstate, but we're not going to do that. There's not too much of a spillage. That's one of the biggest things I'm always worried about with these catering orders. It's not as bad as like Pollo Tropical when you're dealing with like giant things of beans or whatever. But there are a bunch of salad dressings. So slower speeds means less braking, less sudden braking. So technically I might get there like 2 or 3 minutes later, but I'm gonna just run the normal in-town roads instead of hopping on the interstate. So hope everybody is doing well today. If you're out making that money, make that money. If you're kind of relaxing a little bit, enjoy it. Enjoy a day off. I always think there's just something nice about relaxing after working hard all weekend. You know, relaxing doesn't even always have to mean like not doing anything. Sometimes it can just mean just working at a slower pace for a day or something like that too. I may even squeeze in a nap after this. Awesome, Jason. Yeah, this is my catering order. No, I am nowhere near 6'10". I'm significantly closer to 5'10" than 6'10", Kaylee. I was too scared to turn on DoorDash this morning, Jason. I did take one Uber Eats. I got like an $11 for 5-mile breakfast run with some pancakes. But honestly, I just parked somewhere. I parked next to a Dunkin' Donuts in case I got a good order, and I gave myself like 2 hours. Like, I'm gonna take a good order if it comes, but otherwise, I'm just gonna sit here. I had some like podcast. I don't know what do you call YouTube video like series or whatever. YouTube video casts, podcasts to catch up on, and just let the brain quit for a couple hours. So, yeah. So technically, this will put me over 50 for the day. I may dabble around with lunch for a few minutes after this, but you guys know I don't like delivering lunch in my area. I don't know. I might also I'll be close. I may just run to Costco and see if I can nab a Costco order. I won't do that on stream. But may see if I can sit there, give myself like 15 minutes. So this is how I'm going to challenge myself because I get easily distracted. I'm taking a slow morning. How about that? It's not truly a day off. Just taking a slow morning. This afternoon I got to go home and ship eBay stuff. I'm going to deliver supper and Monday Night Football tonight, and I'm going to stream that. But I need a little bit of a mental break. So, I mean, there are plenty of days in my town that I don't hit $50 by noon when I work the whole morning. So, I know when you get good opportunities, you want to double down on them, which is certainly true. But like, I get $50 by noon, taking 2 deliveries. That's good enough for me for a Monday. And then maybe, yeah, mental break from the Cowboys. If you don't give them a mental break, they will break your mind. I feel like pretty much every sports fan I talk to is having a bad season, or every football fan I talk to is having a bad season. Like, nobody's excited about how their football team is doing. Except like our few Chiefs fans in here. Like, nobody's excited about football anymore. Not truly, but just every random person I come across, they're like yesterday, they'd be like, sorry about your Dolphins. I'm like, yeah, kind of low expectations. Then they're like, no worries, our Patriots are doing bad. Our Colts are doing bad. Our Texans have been doing, like, everybody I run into, just whatever football team they happen to be cheering for is doing bad. Kaylee's part of that crew as well. So her Cowboys are doing bad. It's okay. I guess the only thing that means is a lot of teams that would normally be out of it, like normally you'd be completely toast. NFC is tougher, but yeah, and then it gets embarrassing, right? Like last year, this time, the Dolphins were like on fire last year at this time. Everybody had Dolphins flags in their cars down here. I haven't seen a Dolphins flag in weeks. Like, they all just like put them all away. Nobody wants to see them. But the only thing people can't hide are the ones that like committed all the way to a Miami Dolphins license plate. They're kind of stuck with that. But yeah, it's just kind of a funny football. I don't sense. And again, I'm in Florida, so take that for what it's worth. There was a lot of buzz around the Buccaneers at the start of the season. I don't know how they've been doing recently, but there's not even a lot of Buccaneer stuff here. There just doesn't seem to be a lot of NFL hype right now. And I mean, obviously, if you have a year where the Dolphins and Buccaneers are doing well, that's exciting for the fan base down here. But just as a general principle, it's just kind of funny. I mean, people are still watching games, they're still having parties and stuff, but I wonder if it will change too. Tomorrow is election day, and I'm sure a lot of people have their minds kind of, a really nice Corvette in front of us. But I'm sure a lot of people are just like so focused on this. Okay, are you coming, dude? You're going so slow. Not the Corvette. Now there's like, it's merging down to one lane. Now there's an Audi Q7. So I wonder if, I just kind of wonder what it's going to be like, right? The next couple days could be a little chaotic and crazy. I am kind of banking on there being some good delivery. Do you think that people are having election day watch parties tomorrow night? Do you think that there will be people? Do you think that there's going to be? Now, obviously, if you have like actual like political parties having conventions, you'll have opportunities galore tomorrow. So like if you're near places where people are hosting things, so for example, Rick Scott, I believe, owns a house here in Naples, so he might have a party here tomorrow, like an election day party or something like that. I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna try to keep a better eye on the catering apps, because I'm gonna guess that there could be some good catering deliveries tomorrow. I'm gonna guess that some businesses, people might do watch parties. I mean, politics are like they're almost like a sport. And election days, if there's anything that's comparable, it's like the Super Bowl of politics, right? So I am planning on doing sourcing tomorrow, but doesn't mean I won't just kind of do a little. I don't think it's going to kick in till supper though, but I may be willing to do supper and then stay out a little bit later, because I mean that it gets late. I mean, a lot of times polls close at what, like 7 o'clock, and so on the West Coast, if you're doing a watch party, I think people will sacrifice and stay up late tomorrow. So I'm not talking about any of this from a political standpoint, by the way. I'm just talking solely for a business standpoint for us. So my eBay customer who bought the mopping robot yesterday is like, please ship rapidly. It doesn't matter what time today I ship it. I could ship at 9 a.m. or I could ship at like 4 p.m. As long as it gets to the post office before it closes, it doesn't matter. It's not leaving any earlier. So And truthfully, it's kind of hard to ship right now because I have a catering order I'm delivering. So I'm going to guess that there's going to be, but I wouldn't expect it to be for lunch. You know, it's going to be when people get home from work. They are going to be just absolutely glued to the television. And then if it becomes apparent, it'll be interesting, right? Because if it becomes apparent that one or the other party wins, I think then you could even get some like celebration food. And then I don't know what the next day is going to be like. Maybe it'll be kind of like the next day be, I don't know. But I'm just going to guess. I'm going to guess that there's going to be, I think tomorrow night will be a good night for deliveries. And if you do have catering apps, I would encourage you to just keep an extra close watch on them this evening and then tomorrow morning. I just have a feeling. Just my best guess. Obviously, it's been 4 years since the last election, so if any of you were doing food delivery 4 years ago, you can definitely chime in. Yeah, I think dinner's going to be nuts tomorrow. That's my gut. So I'm planning on being out for dinner. I wouldn't guess there'd be anything crazy. You could see a slight bump in office parties type of stuff tomorrow. You also could see a bump in like deliveries to polling places, right? Because you might have polling workers who are going to have more food delivered throughout the day. So you might see a bump in like those types of like Starbucks orders and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of us, I wasn't, 4 years ago, I wasn't thinking about any of that. I remember I was sitting in my warehouse 4 years ago watching all the election coverage, trying to get work done for Amazon, but not really being able to focus. Because at that time, I was like neck deep in politics to a very unhealthy level. So, stuff that we're not going to really talk about right now. But, yeah, I would just guess. I think probably most of us have been there before. Most of us have, at one point in time or another. I mean, by far the two most unhealthy things to do are to pay no attention to the political sphere or give all your attention. I think something like keep political stuff in your peripheral vision. Yeah, I think so too. So I'm still sticking with my plan of sourcing for Amazon tomorrow because that's my normal Tuesday plan. Yep. And both presidential candidates say they'll remove taxes on our tips. Take that for what it's worth. Take that for what it's worth. That is not a political endorsement. That is just a factual statement that both presidential candidates have. So, either way, theoretically, we should be taxed less. Theoretically. If you believe it. Do your due diligence. Vote the way. Voting. Yep. And it's cool. And, like, that's how we want to keep it here, obviously. Like, I'm sure, by the way, if we're live tomorrow night, and if you are modding tomorrow night, just be ready. Be ready, mods, for tomorrow. It could be just absolutely nuts. Especially if either party is declared a winner while we're going live, it could get absolutely nuts in the stream. So, because we'll go vertical. Those vertical strollers are kind of crazy. Yeah, just fair warning, that's all. I may, if it gets crazy, I'll do something like, I hate to do it, but I might put on like subscriber only chat or something like that. I don't know. Oh, so since we have a few minutes, I got like 4 miles here. So this is a question for those of you who have been in other channels. Should we put on subscriber only chat? Yeah, it's going to be crazy either way. But if it gets announced while we're live, that's what I'm saying. It could be super crazy in the chat. So is there benefits? You guys see benefits to putting on subscriber only chat? Would that encourage more people to subscribe? Not that we're trying to trick them into subscribing, or does that discourage people from in new? And so that's just kind of I don't know anything about it. I'm not going to decide anything, but I might put on subscriber only chat tomorrow just to cut out the trolling side of things, just for a day. Okay. Like, one of the things is I know sometimes people they don't want to commit to subscribing. They want to kind of throw a few comments and get some reactions and kind of make a judgment call. I might just throw it on for tomorrow solely for sanity. Well, and Kaylee, that could be somewhat related too. I mean, I didn't really think about that, but Instacart being busy today and Sam's Club, it could be related to businesses maybe doing little setups, or I could see there being office parties tomorrow where they're not going to, order or cater the food in, but they're going to buy, that sort of stuff from a Sam's Club. Plus your normal. I think Monday tends to be a decent day. I like doing the Monday Costco drop if I make it out. I just don't usually make it out on Mondays. But and I think, I don't know, I have to see, but I think subscriber only chat is one of those things you can turn on or turn off as well. It's nice. I mean, you get Halloween, you get Election Day this year. Of course, you get Thanksgiving, you get Christmas, you get New Year's, you get all the holidays, all the lead-ups to it. That could be, too. It could be people prepping. You think the people are prepping today? It'd be interesting because, yeah, I haven't had Instacart on since Costco went live today. Maybe I'm only a couple minutes out, so I might as well turn the background now just to see. Well, it does say we have high demand for shoppers at the moment. I'm just kind of curious. I'm not in a zone. Oh, it says it's super busy right now. Total Wine. I bet you that's true too. Bet you alcohol delivery people. There could be, that would go with Election Day parties too, because some people are going to either just, either be ordering champagne or vodka. Right? So that could be a thing. Depending on who wins, liquor sales could go up at a certain point too. It is. There's so many dynamics to all this that's kind of funny, kind of interesting. All right, we're 2 miles away. Yep. Yeah, there's it's just funny how many different angles there are to things, different ways, but be on the lookout for good opportunities tomorrow. I mean, the other thing is I could just go deliver tomorrow and I could source Wednesday and then pack and ship Thursday. Because we know how it usually is. If you have a really good day, the next day is usually a poor day. So, I don't know. Still thinking out loud, but I'm just kind of wondering, maybe that's a better play. Be out, do the delivering. Maybe tomorrow would be the better delivery day. Tomorrow's like the Halloween, and then Wednesday's more like the day after Halloween where everything's going to be dead. And Wednesday I have a longer sourcing time too, because that's an aftercare day. Interesting. All right, I might change my plan. I don't know if I'm going to stream it. I'll have to see. But I may go out and deliver during the day tomorrow. Yeah, we're driving right by the mall right now. Just past the car with a license plate Pop-Tart. It was a Jeep, by the way. So this is going up to a second story. there's a couple complexes over here. I'm not sure which one for sure I'm going in yet. I mean, there's not crazy good batches, but there are batches that would normally be grabbed that are getting boosts. So that does mean there's not enough drivers out in my market right now for Instacart. Might be tempting enough to go run to Costco. Maybe we'll do that. If I still don't know if I really want to turn on DoorDash, but if I don't get anything after this right away, I think what we'll do is I'll just go run to Costco, sit there for 15 minutes. If I get an order, I'm not going to bring you in. I'm just going to shop it, give the brain a break. Or if not, then we'll just drive home. Maybe see if we can snipe some sort of Costco order. Sometimes I'll do my first Costco order at, from 10, and it'll go like 10 to noon. And then I'll just turn on DoorDash, Uber Eats, or wherever I am and go. So I don't really know what Costco's like at lunchtime. Maybe it's better because there's other people who do what I do too. We'll go see. All right, this might actually be, no, I think it's a slightly different. There is a complex that we went in here, or a building we went to in here the other day. So it's the same complex, but it's a different building in here. But it is a building I've delivered to. If it's the one I think, I've actually delivered to this building many times before. Both food delivery, now catering, as well as Costco orders. So. All right. Got a quick little roundabout. It's definitely going to be a... Well, I'm going to show you guys these salads and bowls here really quick. I'm not going to take them all out, but there's one like sitting right on top I can grab. All right. Gotta figure out where I can park. They just added a valet here, and it's not like a good valet. Like, there's no easy place to park, and then everything else is handicapped up here. So I'm gonna try to find a spot that's not too far. That one right here. All right, we're gonna go. Apparently pulled up a little too far. Don't worry, that was just the front of the car. It wasn't a person. Got a low clearance here. Yeah, so there's really no perfect solution here. I'll just show you this really quick. These are like the bowls. So I was thinking at first they went to individuals, but realistically there's no way. I mean, I could eat one of those, but it's way more than what normal people would eat. So they must be just, people just kind of just scoop out. Because then I was trying to figure out why they gave me all these utensils, but then that kind of makes sense. So let's see. Put the sign up. I'm going to use the wagon for this. The building is like a connected building, but I don't know that side that I'm going in. How's it going, Tim? We are just about Krang. It's all good. It's not the worst misspelling of my name I've ever seen. So So we're here. Let's see. Forget if I have to do something on Zifty. Arrived. Marked as arrived. All right. Got to go set up my items. Mike, I am not a good singer, but if you want like a obscure fact that I probably never shared on the channel, I actually was the lead singer in a band when I was in high school. So you can start hunting for very embarrassing footage. It's out there somewhere. Should I dress up as Uncle Sam tomorrow? Do you think that would get me increased tips? If I where would I get a hat like that on short notice? I'd have to take it off every time I come in the car because like the clearance is like I don't even know if I have like red, white, and blue. All right, well I got to get this food delivered because that's why we're doing this here. Once again, sign is misbehaving. Everybody shame sign for misbehaving. All right, we're dropped off. I took a picture for the upload, but then I also took a picture for you guys. I think I took a picture for you guys. Oh, maybe it didn't. I tried to take a picture for you guys. Here, where is it? I don't know if it's saved. Let's try this again. Yeah. I'll show you. Show you my beautiful setup. So, there we go. And here's the funny thing. The second time that I've done this in the last 2 weeks, that the place I delivered to accidentally double ordered catering food. I need to get myself an employee at one of these businesses that double orders catering food for their customers. They also had a full P.F. Chang's catering order. So you've got healthy salads or just flat. I mean, this time they put it all out. The last time I did it, they said, don't even set it up. We're just going to throw it all in the fridge. But this time they had me set it up because they're like, it's salad. You know, that needs to go first, actually, before the P.F. Chang's has to go. So have you guys ever had that? Because it's now happened to me twice in like the last 3 weeks that the place I delivered to accidentally double ordered their catering food for the same day. Anyway, I get paid. That's all I care about. Basically, it was 1 hour from pickup to drop off and completed. So $44 in 1 hour. Never complain about that. It's a good rate. Wish we could do that every hour, but we will take it. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, look at all this extra food now we have to take home. It's double, right? Offset grocery bill and tax write-off for the business because you're offering food for your employees. I mean, there's a limit as to how much of that you can do, but it is near the end of the year. So if you're not near that limit and you want to get there, it's like a twofer. It's one of the best perks when I was a youth pastor is there was always pizza left over after every event. The negative was you'd have to eat pizza for weeks, but it was free, so hard to complain. All right, so the plan is I'm just gonna go. I'll hang out with you guys till we. I'm gonna go to Costco parking lot if I don't get any good orders first. We're a few miles away from Costco, but I got Uber, Instacart, Grubhub on, just in case. You got $5,000 from a car crash? That means you didn't cause it, so that's pretty good. Oh, goose, yes, chairs there. We're not going to do any political talk on here beyond just get out and vote, and then any ramifications of what election day might mean for us as delivery drivers. So just fair warning, you're probably gone by now, but if you are still here, thanks for hanging out with us. And Chair is there, so Chair and Sign are not best of friends. I'm not sure if Sign's trying to run away or if Chair's kicking Sign out. It's one of those two. Yeah, have fun with it, Tim. I've done some AI video stuff. I found it hard to get traction, but it's still fun to dabble with, and I still think that there is huge potential with AI video generation stuff. So have fun trying out some new things for sure. So I'm not going to plan on being on super long here. Basically, I'm on just if I catch a downtown lunch order or if we get a Costco order. Which one are you using? I forget which one I was using for a while. I've just taken a break. I've taken a break for fourth quarter because it's like there's too many other things that make money today that I have to put my time into for the next 2 months, but after fourth quarter, be a whole new ball game. Hopefully. So we're basically just driving to Costco, a few miles away, see if we catch a Costco order, and if we do, then I'll cut off stream there. If not, give it about, we should be there around noon, so give it till about 12:15. If nothing pops in that time, then I'm just going to drive home, work on my eBay shipping, and get all that done, get some office work done really quick. Pick up the family, drop them off, and then we'll be ready to hit it for supper time. So we'll be back live probably 4:30, 5 o'clock. Probably just going to try to do a 4-hour. See if we can get $100 in 4 hours. That's probably what supper's going to be today. It's assuming we don't get any other things happening. We're gonna throw. I'm gonna leave deliver that up as my primary app at the moment. Just want to keep in the forefront. Good morning, Lisa. How are you today? We just completed the drop off. You can rewind back about 5 minutes. I showed what my final setup looked like for it. They double ordered. They ordered PF Chang's and Crisp and Green, so they accidentally double ordered. Second time I've had that happen to me. So I'm just heading to Costco really quick with the other apps on, just in case. Everything but DoorDash is on. But we're gonna just see if we can get a quick little order on Instacart for Costco. That's the primary goal. I can show it if you want to wait like 5 or 10 minutes, when I get to the Costco parking lot, I can show it again too. So, see if my setup skills are good. I've done a lot of setups for youth events over the years, so I kind of have like in my head a pretty good flow of how people like to grab stuff. So. I'm not going to call out every trash order Uber Eats is sending me. As most of you know, lunches in my market tend to be not really great at all. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not doing DoorDash. We were having a good conversation, though, of what to expect, not from the political sense, but from the delivery sense tomorrow. Are you guys expecting there to be a pickup in deliveries for Election Day, for parties, for catering orders, for alcohol pickups? I'm going to say yes. So much so that I think I'm going to change my schedule around. I was going to have tomorrow be a sourcing for Amazon day. Now tomorrow I'm going to plan on it being a delivery day. I feel like I'm convinced enough that it's a once every 4 years. So if I'm wrong, if I go out and I'm wrong, it's like I'll still make some money, even if it's not great money. But if I don't go out and I'm wrong, and I hear all you guys reporting how you're making like $400 tomorrow, I'm going to kick myself. So I don't expect it to be super crazy during the day, but there could just be more orders in general. I still don't know how much I want to turn on DoorDash tomorrow. Like, the acceptance rate is at 83, and I'm pretty sure I'm about at the point where any order I decline, I'm going to move down a point. So I basically have to be taking it's not really 70 when you're this high. It's like you almost have to take 90% to maintain it. Uber Eats is just sending utter rubbish right now. Just. I haven't seen one order in the last 5 minutes that hasn't been underwater. You're going to do a 24-hour shift, 11 a.m. to 11 a.m.? Wow. Good luck, man. Good luck. I hope it pays off well for you. I don't know. I might just not. I could also just not stream tomorrow and just but record the whole day. Like I could just make a video out of tomorrow. Just do a delivering election day video. Try to make it super simple that I can edit it really quick. Hey, yeah, like I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's worth exploring. So I mean, I hope it works. I mean, we're all going to be trying strategies. The reason I'd want to go live is just kind of dialogue with everybody and talk about it. But, you know, it's also not, you know, you can also do something like, hey, instead of going 24 hours straight, like still just take off like midnight to 6, you know, something like that. You could do something along those lines. Where's the second drop of that? It's there. All right, so I'll show you my catering setup here in a second. We're almost to the Costco parking lot. Well, here, I'm gonna go to my secret spot. Yesterday we went to the Costco parking lot, we got an order. Today I'm gonna go to the secret spot. Secret spot is in the circle of Costco, but it's also in the circle of a Total Wine liquor store, which you can't be in either store's parking lot and get to both of those stores. There's like one spot, and it's like in a car dealership parking lot, and I park here. No, me out yet. You just got to be sure you don't get locked in for the night. Special little zone where I can be in this parking lot here, and I'm in the circle for Costco and Total Wine, which there might be. I'm obviously not looking for small alcohol orders. You're looking for big stuff here. All right. So here, let me do this. Let me show the picture here really quick before we refresh the app. And I can just leave that up here. All right, here we go. I know it's not super bright and there's a glare. But... yeah, there's a Sam's Club badge. So we had like all the salads with all the dressings, and then they had chips, and then they had wraps, and they had soda. So that was my, oh, it did almost just ended the stream. Whoops, that's not what I was trying to do. All right. So that was my setup for our catering order. Then I did $11. We're at $55 for the day. Like I'm not really, it's not necessarily keeping track or anything like that, just what it is. All right. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna go offline for a second. We're gonna completely close that and close any other app that we're not keeping an eye on. Close that. Close that. Close that. That. A lot of apps that end up getting open in the background. All right, I'm gonna reopen Instacart. It says high demand for shoppers. I actually said that for a while, so there may be a high demand for shoppers, but It could be because there's a lot of orders, but it could also just be because all the orders are bad and everybody's like, forget it. All right, settings, refresh app. Good, refresh, go online. Welcome back, Kaylee. So we're in this, I'll show you where I am in this circle here. So this spot catches Costco, and you can see that little right below Golf Galaxy, that's Total Wine. And there's just a very slim area that catches both of these. So ideally, I figured that's where I want to be, in between, able to reach both of those places, which is why I like this spot. We're also looking for any potential on Uber, something amazing on Grubhub, really Grubhub that takes us home or something like that. But we're going to sit here for about 15 minutes. That if I get an actual shopping order, I'm not going to bring you guys in. We'll cut the stream there. If not, I'll keep you on until I get home, and then I'll go have lunch, I guess, liquid lunch, and pack up my eBay sales. So what I learned yesterday is gotta not get distracted. So I'm trying to build my not get distracted muscle. Still talk to you guys. How many catering orders do you have today, Lisa? And then yesterday I wasn't even having to refresh. They would just send it to the screen. So I feel like refreshing then is potentially a waste of time. The only order showing right now is a $17 for 17 miles into the middle of nowhere, or as I call it, the heart of darkness. But Costco is red right now, and we're in the Costco circle. But the debate I've been having within myself is it better if I'm closer to Costco, even if I'm then out of the circle of other stores that might get a good order? This is a $12 Costco. It is kind of taking me home, but I won't hide that one yet. If I don't get anything in a couple minutes, I may just take it, just because there's miles I have to drive. It's $12 for 6 miles, and I have to drive it. I mean, someone will probably take it first, but it's laundry detergent, paper towels. It's just like bulky stuff. But it's an easy drop off. But I'm not sitting at Costco to try to get a $12 order. I'm sitting at Costco to try to get a $30 or $40 order or greater. So I've gotten 12 straight orders in a row on Uber Eats that are underwater, higher miles than dollars. 12 in a row. So now I'm also in a worse area than where I would like to be. If I was actually trying to deliver lunch, I would not want to be here. There's just lots of bad lunchtime restaurants by Costco. So this is the life of an Instacart shopper. You're just staring at your phone. I mean, obviously I could be like playing music or something, but I just feel like the second I look away, that's how I feel. I feel like the second I look away, something good is going to come. Where was that? A Sam's Club, Kaylee? You're 35. All right. Well, someone took that 12 for 6, so it wasn't bad. The biggest perk was it was driving home, but we're here for something bigger. All right. Just staring at a phone. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'm cut out for this life. My attention span is just so short. Is that a character flaw, or is it just a sign that, like, character flaw, I gotta just start working on building it up here? I'm like 5 minutes in of staring at this thing, and I'm so done. Like, I'm already starting to doze. Even with the air conditioning rolling and everything like that, I'm already just like, I'm done. Is this what you do, Kaylee, or do you have some other strategy here with Instacart? Like, you have an Instacart phone that you just keep on and you stare at when you don't have any orders? Let me know, Nick. Let me know, because I'm trying to figure out, there's got to be... Okay. Well, that's about the strategy that I've come up with. But Nick, you got to try. I mean, normally I don't do this, but I'm trying to push myself because I know Instacart can be good, and I have had good Instacart weeks. I mean, it's been a while, but I have had good Instacart weeks. Okay, so that makes sense. So you're just streaming that in the background. It's just hard because like now every time I get like a catering app, it's like each one of those needs a dedicated phone line. Like I'm gonna have like 20 phone lines here. Like, I just applaud those of you who can just stay focused. Because I just go total zen sleep mode. Yeah, from what you're saying about Spark, Kaylee, it does sound like something I would like, even though I don't love shopping in Walmart. Just the way the app is set up sounds good, but I checked yesterday again, still waitlisted. You call it on demand, I call it fastest finger. That's how Deliver That works, because I have Deliver That on both my streaming phone and the one in my hand. So when I'm not streaming, this phone is my Deliver That phone. Like literally, I looked down for half a second, the order came. It's not a good one, but $17 for 17 item, 8 mile, but it's 2 different shops. Do you refresh? Do you swipe? Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm going to read this, Nick, because the more and more everything sounds like, I have 2 things I need to do. So 13 for 12 on Uber. Let me read this. I have a phone for my Instacart Walmart Spark. That phone is a cheap prepaid phone. I got this one particular phone because the screen timeout is on never. Yep, I have a mobile hotspot that has unlimited. Okay. All right, yeah. So parts of what you have, I have. I'm sensing I need to do 2 things here. I have one upgrade that I need to make for the YouTube channel, which is I need to turn this phone into my streaming phone. And then I also probably need to get another phone that is dedicated for Instacart. The only problem is, like, then I've got other on-demand apps now with Zifty and deliver that too. Interesting. Is that just because you think Uber Eats closes if you run in the background? So you're running. So how many cheap phones and how many good phones are you running with that setup? Because I'll get rid of the streaming phone for a second because that's not relevant to everybody. So are you running one good phone, or are they just 3 cheap phones? No, I'm realizing like I need to step up my game here, and I'm sure I'm at a disadvantage not having 5G. I don't even have 4G right now where I'm sitting. I'm on LTE, so there's no way I'm winning anything, any speed competition against any other person. I would not be surprised that if you were to look at this from overhead, that probably some of the orders that I see have already been claimed before they even get to my phone. So by the time I see them, they've already been claimed. It's just that my phone is so slow in relaying the signal that it was claimed. So that's what I'm just trying to figure out. But my streaming phone seems to work fine for deliver that. Because that's where I've got it. And when I'm at home. Okay. So what is it when you're not on 5G? What does that run, Lisa? Because is that just, I don't even know. I'm so out of date with some of this tech stuff. I used to be top of the line tech. Okay. Well, so I don't even have 4G, so that's not even. I mean, At least not here. Maybe I think this phone is a 4G phone, but I don't know. I just feel like you got 5G hotspot. Okay. I don't think my T-Mobile sync-up drive is a 5G hotspot. All right. It's just like now that I'm running 7 apps. So Lisa, how do you do this with like deliver that? How are you? Right. Got it. Yeah, I know everybody's got different setups and 4 different rates. So you gotta. But I have Verizon. Is that a? So is it just a mobile hotspot, or does it like you bring it with you, or it plugs into the car? Because that's one of my issues. Okay, all right, that makes sense, Lisa. I appreciate everybody's feedback because I'm wanting to learn. I'm trying to find out if my frustrations are at the apps or if it's just at my technology. Okay. Because if my frustration is with the technology and not the apps, then maybe I'm not giving some of these apps as fair of a shake as I should be. Like, in my market, you have a few seconds to reply to Zifty. So if I had one phone, if I got a cheap phone that was running deliver that in the foreground and Zifty in the background, but deliver that always on the screen. Okay, got it. So I kind of need that. You kind of need a dedicated Instacart phone. You could run, yeah. You kind of, I mean, if you're going to be serious on Instacart, I think it feels like. You know what I need to do? I need to run into the AT&T store and just find out what the cheapest smartphone they have is. And just make it, and then make it my Instacart phone. And then that'll just ride up right next to this one as the Instacart phone when I want to use it. Grubhub send me something. $6 for 2 miles. It's not exciting enough to get me to move. Well, plus, I mean, you go in Costco, there's barely a signal in Costco. It's a metal building. All right. I'm researching. Sorry, Instacart, you're going to the background here. AT&T. Best in my area. Like a website that shows that major issues. I mean, sometimes grab like that's Verizon or that's T-Mobile for you. I haven't moved, and then all of a sudden we got a connection glitch. You know, like why? Yeah, I think you're right. I'm pretty sure it is like a Samsung something or other. Might be the Galaxy. That'd be kind of interesting. Does it go sideways? Is it still a big screen? But don't they have like a flip phone thing now too? Haven't really missed much. We've been just talking about phones, phone plans, setups, and then just kind of like the best way. Okay. Like the best way to set up everything here, because I feel like there's got to be a better way to be doing Instacart than I'm doing. So I know the one change I want to do is I want to move this streaming phone to my current phone here, because I know that's going to be better. I know it's going to be better video and picture quality. Ask about bandwidth, how it works with these apps. Okay. So I just want to find I know where my bad cell phone areas are. Crowdsource maps of cellular networks. Coveragemap.com. So I just checked. It says the most reliable is T-Mobile, but in one of those areas. really, like when you're trying to get out of debt too, you're like, you don't want to take on more expenses. That's the other part that's like frustrating with this. Like, the last thing I want to do is have more bills coming through. Trying to like eliminate costs in my life. All right, well, I think this is research that I got to do at a different time. It's kind of like a rabbit hole going down into this, but it's like how do you do it and then but really have minimal new expenses? I mean, I suppose I could trade in the sync up drive for a phone. It might be actually cheaper that way. And then just use phones as mobile hotspots when needed. But I gotta figure out like who has the best cell service overall. And I think if I remember right, it's actually AT&T. It's what I used to have, and then I moved to an area where the only coverage was Verizon. So I got a Verizon phone, and that's just what I'm still on. But it might be one of those. I mean, according to this website, it says AT&T covers 98.7%, Verizon covers 91.6%, and T-Mobile covers 73%. I'm streaming to you guys on T-Mobile of all three of those. But there are areas that T-Mobile covers that Verizon doesn't. But it sounds like for all of those, it sounds like AT&T would be better than any of those. So maybe, wow, yeah, the coverage map is a lot. Okay, let me show you this. Maybe I'm just on the wrong cell phone plan. I think that's what it is. I think I just need to move to AT&T. Well, I mean, I guess the easiest thing to do, because I don't even, can you get phones without phone lines? Can you just get phones with data plans? I need to go into an AT&T store, I guess. I'm just looking at the coverage map for AT&T, and I'm looking at all the areas where I always tell you it's going to be like a dead zone or whatever. And those areas, there's a few areas that have, a few of those dead zone areas that it shows as good coverage instead of great coverage. But where it starts to say like poor coverage or no coverage, I mean, there's a few random spots that are still kind of bad. But like our entire main area is supposed to be pretty good. And almost the entire main area is covered by 5G under AT&T as well. Okay. So Cricket uses AT&T. Can I get an iPhone on Cricket? Okay, that's the next thing. And can I get an iPhone from the Apple Store and put it on the Cricket plan? This is our, we're learning here. We're just learning in real time. I mean, Verizon is rough here. It really is rough. Even like just trying to. Oh, wait, so you can get an iPhone there. All right. Well, like I said, I mean, I stream to you guys on T-Mobile, and of the coverage apps I'm seeing, T-Mobile is the worst of the three. Completed, and that Verizon isn't working. So it is nice having two, but I think I would be. I mean, there's probably. I like having two services in case one goes down. But I wonder if I wonder if this 8 Plus is still in the trade-in category for AT&T. I don't know. That might be what I need to do. It's just whenever I make the next move, make a move to AT&T. But maybe I'll try that Cricket thing first. Hey, Burrito. You know who else? I also look like my kid's dad, too. So thanks for hanging out with us. We're kind of researching cell phone stuff. I'm kind of. This wasn't necessarily the plan of the stream. I already delivered my catering order earlier today. So we're just I'm doing some phone research, kind of talking through, learning what people are doing. I know it's not really a highly interactive stream right now, but from the conclusions I'm finding, AT&T is the best cell phone carrier in my market. Verizon is number 2, and T-Mobile is a distant third. I'm running this stream off of T-Mobile, off a hotspot in my car, and then I am running Verizon for my main app. So I think I need to do something along the lines like just upgrade everything. Like I got to just make a move to AT&T base. So that's what we're talking about here too. Yeah, I'm thinking something like, I don't even know what Verizon has for like hotspot or whatever, but it's like a new iPhone on AT&T sounds like, faster processing speed for the iPhone and better towers. Something along those lines sounds like it may be a good combination. And then figure out how to work a trade-in from there. All right. So I suppose going into Cricket, finding out what the cheapest smartphone they have is for a monthly plan, that would be a way that I could test run AT&T down here if I wanted to just go full on AT&T with my next iPhone upgrade, right? That sounds like that would make logical sense. Start with Cricket, start with a cheap smartphone that's only going to cost me like 30 bucks a month or something like that. Doesn't have to be an iPhone, just has to be some sort of basic whatever. I don't know if I'm going to get to that today. I'm just kind of processing though. At least that would be step one. Go find a Cricket place and go talk to them, see what they can tell me. Let them know what I need it for. Let's see, is there one nearby? We got a couple in town. We got 4 of them. I'm not near any of them right now. It's not like I can just go a quick pop in. But there's one really close to my house. So I think that would be my first plan here. Go into Cricket, try it, test it out, see if it works. Then if it doesn't work, at least I'm not in something super deep. I'm not locked into some iPhone on some service that I don't really like. And see if all the new bells and whistles with just a new phone would work like that. Well, I mean, I've pulled some great orders out of Costco. The problem is just the general problem in my market is people take way too many. People don't let offers sit. Everyone's desperate. Everyone's desperately grabbing batches. And so you have to be in tune, like even at Netflix. You know, in public, we'll make some on the way. I do need to get home relatively soon, so I have enough time to get all my eBay and stuff done. Obviously, went longer than I was planning. Yeah, in fact, let's do this. I think I am going to just go ahead and cut this off right now because I'm going to do some more research. I can listen to some stuff, do that. We will be back live tonight, roughly around 5 p.m. Okay, so roughly around 5 p.m., give or take a half an hour. I'll try to put up a stream once, put up a thumbnail once I know for sure. As always, thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you all so much. Thank you for all the research. Lots of good research here on phone stuff. So I'm going to keep digging. I want to get better. Tired of wasting time, missing offers, having lagging streams. So I want to keep going with that. So appreciate it, all of you so much. We'll be back live again right around 5 p.m. tonight. I'm going to pick up my burritos, drop them off, and head on home. Have a great afternoon.